Hey guys, what's up everyone? Welcome and welcome back again to another video lesson here from the Apex Predator Billiards Training Club. My name is Apexelgenio and we are back at it again, where I'm going to be highlighting a very interesting match, a very interesting quarterfinals match versus one of Mandeville's finest, one of Jamaica's young talent, Jenar Mckenzie. Now this is a short race tournament. Here is the traditional handshake before the beginning of the rack. Two players that respect each other's game to a certain level. So you're expecting some quality gameplay here. And so it's a short race tournament, quarterfinals. It had everything. It had absolutely everything to really highlight here. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoy the match and enjoy the commentary, and I'll be walking you through the thought process of both players during the match and during each shot. So if this is the first time here on the channel, consider smashing the subscribe button below, leaving a like, leaving your comments down into the comment section below, and let's get right into talking about this match. I do apologize for the referee being in the way at the breaking point of this match. But yes, so a pretty nice break there from Apexelgenio. And was there a ball that was deposited? Jenar Mckenzie is approaching the table, so clearly a ball was not deposited. And so we're going to be walking you through each thought process here. Alright, now why I choose to highlight this particular match here, it's not necessarily because there's any great shots that was played or anything of that sort, but it kind of shows sometimes when you have to grind your way through a rack. Not every rack is going to be Cosmo laid out, right, where everything is just run and it works. Sometimes you're going to make mistakes and you're going to have to learn how to mentally recover. So this match really is one of those matches that I really thought would be best for you audience out there to learn, whether you're an amateur or you're an intermediate player. Of course, I'm open to your opinions and your suggestions down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the match itself and what you would have done in any of the crucial situations that came up. So Jenar Mckenzie actually went for his first shot there. A little bit of a haste in that match, in that shot, pardon me. Kind of went down and kind of stroked the ball faster than he usually would, but it didn't really put him in much of a problem here. There's a bunch of clusters on the left side of the table, and so I think that I'm going to be taking the stripes. Oh, I'm taking the solids instead. I've pocketed the one ball into the corner, and so I suppose that I took that option clearly because the stripes seems to have more problematic areas. Even though I have a 7 ball right here that is tied up, I should be able to somehow get that out at some point during the game so as to make the layout a bit easier for me to win. So I'm on the solids here. Nice clean shot, nice controlled cue ball there. We're playing on a very fast table, a very bouncy table. Reels are highly reactive and they play a bit short. But let's see here. Getting down, potting that 6 ball into the side, knocking out the 5, solving one of the problems. Not too bad. There is still a problem with that 7 ball, so I've got to decide what I'm going to be doing in order for me to have a chance at winning this particular rack. Right? It makes no sense to actually go for a run when you have a problematic area to solve. So here you can see I'm having a look at the bank. I'm having a look at playing the bank, but I'm also thinking 2 steps ahead. I'm thinking that if I make the bank, I would still have a shot at one of my solids, and if I miss the bank, that's what I'm really thinking about. If I miss the bank, then at least I would still leave Jenar Mckenzie with some problems to solve, because the 8 ball blocks the bottom left. That's the pocket I'm pointing on, and the 4 ball down at the bottom blocks the top left. So here I'm looking to play a double, banking the 7. Alright, so it seems as if I was going for the corner pocket over here on the right. I know that my intention was definitely to get that 7 out, and hopefully if the bank angle allows, I would be able to bank that into the side. But based on how I played it, clearly I was going for the offense here. Jenar Mckenzie still has some problems to solve, so just kind of nudging at that 14 there, and kind of, he was just trying to play a safety behind the 12. But I think that the cue ball kind of leaked out, giving me a shot at the 3 in the side. So I think that this would be considered as Jenar's first blunder in the match. Really and truly, if he had hooked me behind that 12 and I gave up a ball in hand, he would have certainly been in a position that is liable for him to win. But a leaked out cue ball here have me cutting that 3 ball into the side. But again, causing a little bit more problems for myself here, because now that 7 is not only tied up with the cluster of stripes, but it's not allowing me to go on the offense. But I'm just going to be pocketing a few of my shots here, drawing back the cue ball. I was actually playing position for the 5, but the table is so fast, guys. The table is really fast. So I kind of overdrew that shot just a little bit. Now I have to go on the defense. I'm thinking now that I'm just going to keep the cluster, keep Jenar's cluster there, mess it up a little bit more, and kind of nudge out my 7 balls. So now it puts me into a more offensive position here, that in the event that I do get a shot at any point during the rack, I should be able to connect the dots and, of course, run this rack. But Jenar Mckenzie, a very tough player, mentally tough player when he wants to be, right? This is when he's most dangerous. Once you end up with a match with Jenar Mckenzie and you see him patiently just looking at the table and just looking at all the different options, he's generally a fast player. But once you see him looking keenly, he knows definitely that he's in for the match here. It's definitely a grudge match to a certain extent. We haven't played in a while, but he's definitely wanting to win this match, believe me, because he's very close to getting to the semi-finals of this weekly tournament. So he's just basically decided to play a containment there. Turned out that the 11 ball came and blocked the only shot that I would have had, so he has left me with a tough cut here on the 2. But I'm thinking here that this is a shot to nothing, because that cut on the 2 is very thin, so the cue ball will have a lot of energy coming around the rails. So let's see here. I think I'm going for the cut. Nice clean stroke there, but as I told you there, guys, you can see the amount of energy left on the cue ball, and ooh, almost scratching in the corner. So yes, definitely not ideal. That was definitely a shot to nothing. But I was thinking that maybe if I just kind of cut it with less speed, I think I even played it a bit too hard, so that cue ball got away. Because I was thinking that if I could land between the 15 and the 11 right here, then I should have a shot at the 7. But that cue ball overruled by almost 5 foot. So I'm just pretty much kind of looking at this containing. You know, Jenar still has some problems to solve. He has a cluster of 14 ball, 13 ball, and 12 ball that's tied up near to the 8. Doesn't really have a pocket, so he has to do some development. I'm just taking a look at the 2-rail kick here, just using the side rail system. I'll leave a link in the description for how you can kick out object balls like this. Nice clean stroke here, full into the back of the 5, avoiding ball in hand and still keeping the game in containment. So Jenar Mckenzie now needs to figure out a way, because clearly he's not in an offensive position, so he's probably looking to perhaps make something happen. I think he's going for this cut on the 11. Alright, that again, you can see that's not his usual stroke. He definitely stroked that shot way too fast. His tempo is a little off. I'm almost certain that he can agree that his tempo is a little off there on that shot. So he was just trying to use a tangent line to just nudge, but I think he has created even more problems for himself. But again, I think I'm looking at the bank. I'm thinking offense, defense here, because I can't really go for the 5, because if I go for the 5, position on the 7 is going to be difficult. And of course, going for the 7, which is a half chance bank shot. I would be able to get my 7 ball out if I miss and still leave Jenar Mckenzie clustered up with the 8. Or I can actually make the bank and get a shot onto the 5, which would be a really good outcome if I can make this bank. So let's just have a look here. I'm just aligning myself here. The cue ball is outside of the natural banking angle, so I'm definitely gonna have to bank and use a bit of draw. Alright, so that table kind of really didn't do me any justice there. It didn't really hurt me though. It didn't really hurt me at all. Because that 7 ball now creates another problem for Jenar Mckenzie, because now he doesn't have a shot for the 11. You can see just a little bit putting him into the thinking box here. He knows that he needs to solve a couple of problems, so he's just perhaps looking to kind of contain the situation. He's definitely not going to be going on the attack. Yes, he has a shot on the 9 to break out the 11, but he has to get a shot on that 9. So he's just kind of solving one of the problems and really not messing up too much here. But he has left me yet another half chance bank on the 7 now. I did remember that I actually made this bank. Yes, I call it into the side. There's a natural route that should take me behind the 12. You can see I'm just looking at the angle. See, I'm just looking and calculating that I may be able to catch that short rail here in the middle diamond, go behind the 12 and the 13. I need to use, I guess, some spin transfer here because this 7 ball doesn't have a natural banking angle, so I need to transfer some spin to this 7 ball so that it can be made and try to ride the rails, go around. So let's have a look here at this shot. Really nice shot there, very well done, but so unfortunate. Hooked behind that 12. It took the path that I thought it would, but oh dear, just in a really sticky position here. Snookered behind the 12. This is Jenar's opportunity here to really go on the offense. This is his first chance. I definitely need to avoid the bank. I'm using the SID system. You guys, that would have been my most successful video on this channel. Definitely check it out. I'll link it in the description box below. I'm using the SID system here. Powerful one rail kicking system that allows you to make contact on the object ball anywhere it is hitting off the side rail or the short rail. Definitely check that video out, guys. Alright, so I'm just looking to just make contact with the 5, but I'm still calling the 5. I did remember Shane Van Boening playing a shot like this versus Albin Ocean in the World Pool Championship 2022. So I was hoping that I could actually get a chance to be as great as the Shane Van Boening we all know, but unfortunately there, I kind of kicked. Remember that this table play is a bit short, so a lot of compensation has to take place when it comes to kicking at this particular object ball here. So I did catch the inside rail and I ticked off the back of the 5 and I scratched. So now I've left Jenar Mckenzie here with a nice open table. That snooker kind of solved about 2 or 3 of Jenar's problems. So now this is really his first opportunity to go on the offensive side. And so he's definitely connecting all the dots, just checking to see if there's any problem areas that he may need to solve from early. So I think that he's just potting this 14. Nice little nudge here off the 8. Getting that 12 ball straight down into the corner. His tempo is really nice. His rhythm is really nice. I felt some pressure during this match because I know when he's about to play very well. He definitely gives off outward appearance of readiness. He's always ready. He's always a competitive player. Nice. Knocking out 3 of the problems. Now he's in the open table. Connecting the dots. 15. Stop shot. Well, he had an angle, so he just stun drawed into the side. Rail back out. 9 ball into the side. Connecting the dots here. All that is needed here really to map up was just an open opportunity, which he got by an unfortunate snooker, which he now takes quite a full advantage of to take a 1-0 lead in this race to 2 quarterfinal match of yet another weekly tournament. So definitely you can see his movement around the table is more positive here. So this is Jenar Mckenzie leading 1 rack to nil in a race to 2 short race 8-ball match. And that again was a really nice stroke on the break. Very nice control on the cue ball there. You can see he didn't really over exaggerate the break as a lot of amateur players would do. He's very controlled. He's using the side break, second ball break. Gets a nice little spread, but let's assess the rack here. He's just looking at choosing the correct opening shot, assessing any problematic areas. The stripes seems to be a bit more open than the solids. About cluster, slight little cluster, not much of a big problem with the 5, the 3 and the 4. But I think maybe if the 5 can pass, he should be okay. So he's just going for the 2. Nudging. Ooh, I don't think he wanted to really make contact with that 7. You can see a shake of the head there. Definitely knows that he just made what could have been a very interesting out has now turned into something more complicated. So yes, we are both gonna get back into the mental game, a chess game. Now, as you can see, his aura around the table. When from personal experience and previous encounters with this young man, once he has that hand behind that back, he's definitely all in. His headspace is right, and he's just pretty much looking to see how best he can definitely stay offensive. So he's going for the cut into the cut for the 5 into the side. Clearly he's going down positively, so should be able to go into there cleanly. Nice cut. Oh no, he actually didn't go for the cut. He actually tried to play a safe. Okay, so that's what his indication was when he shook his hand. He was actually just containing the situation here. Alright, not bad. He has left me a shot there on the 13 though. And I don't think there's much of an offensive opportunity here. Let's see what it turns out to be. Missing that 13. Surely, I can almost tell you that there was definitely a little bit of nerves in that shot. You can see how badly I missed the shot from about the diamond and a half. So I think I was very fortunate though to get the cue ball here. But he has yet another cut onto the 5. Nice shot there. Not too bad. It's not bad. Definitely not where he wanted it to be perhaps. Maybe he overruled or the table speed is a bit fast. But I think he has a natural cut angle on the 4 that he could probably develop the 7 ball. So I think he's just going offensive here. Cutting the 4 into the side. Ooh, he went right through the middle. You can see that smirk on his face. He's like, this is unbelievable. How did he actually get that 4 cue ball between the 14 and the 10? I think he's asking himself that question. So now, a problem that he attempted to solve is not done. So now he's looking, is he still going offensive? Ooh, really nice shot there into the side pocket. He has a chance here, he has a chance, but it's not as easy. The 8 ball only has 1 pocket, which is the direction that the 6 ball is now blocking. So I'm thinking that maybe he's probably going to have to pocket the 6 because it's going to be very difficult to get back position on the 8 from the 6 ball. So I think he's just pretty much going for the 6 ball first here. And he takes a couple of rails. And slides around. Did he slide around? I'm not sure. Or did he drew? I think he overdrew the shot here. Now he has snookered himself on the 3. I think he took the right shot, which is to clear the pocket for the 8. And then try to get position on the 3, which would have been the right decision. But I guess he may have just simply overdrawn the shot here. So he's now, I guess he's just in a position where it's a do or die. He's just got to go for the kick, try to make contact. I would definitely try to play this kick a bit soft, which is what he attempted to do, but that 10 ball was a pretty big ball into the kick direction. So he's giving up here a ball in hand. So yes, Apexelgenio has his first offensive opportunity. I'd gotten a couple of chances in the first rack, but my position play was a bit off, solving one problem and creating another. But now here's my chance. I'm using the Dr. Dave peace sign rule. Forward stroke here, top spin into the line to break out the 3 and the 14. Really nice shot there, and I think that 3 ball is not makeable into the side. Even if it is, I'm almost certain that I will not be leaving Jenar with any form of shot on that 3. But let's see here. Oh, okay. There again, you can see another mental error. That was definitely. I think personally, I had made a decision to play that shot a bit too fast. I think I really wanted to get behind the 13, but I think I caught mid a bit. There's trouble in paradise here. There is trouble in paradise, but here we go. I decided to go for the shot into the side. Okay, so I'm creating some sort of angle here to thin cut that 15 ball here. I think I'm going to be using some inside spin. So if you can cut this just enough, throw it into the pocket, the spin should take me into the direction of the 3, but I missed that. Definitely needed a bit more spin. I needed to throw the object ball more, so I could have cut that 15 ball a bit thicker and use a bit more spin, inside spin, to grab the rail. But these rails, they don't grab the spin. The spin doesn't take easily on these kind of rails. It's pretty stiff, pretty fast, but missed opportunity there. Just looking here, just kind of settling down. I know that the tangent line takes me into the 3 and the 14. So if I can pocket this 10 ball here and draw cue ball into the cluster, I should get a nice breakout here. But let's see. Steady stroke, twist of the arms though. I think that's that twist of the arm there, that twist in the stroke is what caused the miss. But again, I'm really fortunate here because now I have broken out the cluster, but I've literally not left Jenar here a reasonable offensive shot. Maybe there's a kick that's available, can kick into the back of the 3, into the side, but I'm not sure how that would work out for the 8. I'm not sure if he's thinking offensive. I think he's just looking at containing the situation maybe, or playing a locked up safety. So I think what he's looking at here is, you can see that he's looking at the 3. He doesn't just want to tie up the 3 or just hide the cue ball, but I think what he wants to do here is perhaps hook the cue ball behind the 3, and I guess you can see that he's just looking at, let's see here, if I nudge the 8 out and hook the cue ball behind the 3, then if I get a ball in hand, I will be able to get an offensive opportunity. Nice thought process there, excellent. A tap on the table for that level of thinking when it comes to 8 ball. I hope that you guys understood the thought process that Jenar Mckenzie put into that shot. But really nice here. If I don't make contact with one of these balls, then you can see here that it's going to be an easy win for him. So here I'm just using again the +2 system. A link is in the description box below. Check that out. So I'm using the +2 system here. You can see that I went through the whole calculation process. I'm checking diamond distances between object ball and the cue ball. Little distraction there, guys, under the pressure. But I'm just looking here to just kind of kick and control. All I have to do is just make contact with this 14 and just play it a bit soft. You can see that nice kick there. Really nice shot. Excellent shot there. Really nice. You can see a tap on the table there. A very nice control kick. So Jenar Mckenzie now just needs to lay a tough shot here for me. I think that he may have played a bit too fast. Ooh, that cue ball definitely came up a bit too high. I think he wanted to just nudge the 3 out and leave the cue ball frozen on the short reel, but I think the speed got the best of him there. And that's basically what is happening at the moment. Now he has left me with a do or die shot. I have to go for the offense. There's no more defense available here, so I'm just looking nicely here at the cut, finding the putting angle. Now if I can cut this 10 ball rather thin, not too thin, but just thin enough to hold the tangent line. Just top spin here, cutting this 1 rails, just hitting that short rail early, 2 rails, quick nudge here on the 3, come back up. You can see that we are willing, I'm willing that cue ball to just give me some position onto the 14. I was quite fortunate there. That nudge on the 3 literally almost destroyed my positional route. I was very lucky. That was a really good shot, but a very lucky shot at that. So now, just nudging that 14 into the side, naturally gliding down for position onto the 8. This is definitely a rock that was well fought for. I got a bit fortunate, I got a bit lucky. It wasn't all my doing. A nice 2-reel kick there on the 14, leaving Jenar safe. Well, not safe, just leaving him a bit contained. And so that very good kick there literally allowed Jenar Mckenzie to make another error. Alright, so it's now a 1-1 scoreline. This is going to be an interesting match. It turned out to be an interesting match. Both players, if you can all agree, that both players actually got their chances to end the game. But of course, one too many errors during the rack definitely caused the scoreline to be what it is at the moment. But nevertheless, it is a 1-1 scoreline, and so it's a race to 2. We are both on the hill. Rather interesting break. I do remember why I decided to break the game at this speed. I didn't really want to go for an all-out run. It's a pressure situation. It's a race to 2. We're both on the hill. Both players are capable to go on severe runs, right? If the rack is slightly open with minimal problems, it will take nothing for both players to actually run the table. So I think I decided to break the game, just leaving a couple of clusters, hoping that a ball would have been deposited so that I could have first choice to choose the group of balls. But didn't work out that way. So let's assess the rack here. We have the 4 and the 9 ball and the 5 ball tied up into the middle diamond on the side rail here. We have the 7, the 2 and the 3 clustered around the 8. 1 ball near to the corner. Jenar has options on opening shots on both balls. He could pocket the 14, he could pocket the 1, but he's going immediately. I think he sees an opportunity where he could kind of solve a couple of the problems. So I think he's cutting the 10 into the side. But let's see what we have here. He still has a problem. He's chosen the stripes, and the 15 ball and the 11 ball is still clustered up with the 5, the 4 and the 9. So I'm not sure, can he see that 11 ball? Apparently he seems to be perhaps thinking about going for the offense. Or is he gonna cut the 12 ball down the rail? I think he's having a look at the 11. If that 11 passes, then maybe he can do something. Maybe he will leave himself a bank on the 15. I think he's going for the cut on the 11 here. Let's see what he decides to do. He's playing with top spin, so I think he was actually trying to cut the 11 and trying to go into the back of the cluster. Oh, unfortunately, a scratch. I think that's a cardinal sin. All 8 ball, 9 ball or 10 ball players will agree that a scratch against any player that is in the A level, more than likely it's a carnal sin, and usually you don't come back to the table. Most times you don't come back to the table when you scratch in a partially open table. But here we go. Think here that I have ball in hand, so I have a problem. I have the 14 ball, I have the 4 ball tied up with the 15. I think I'm just pretty much just going to take the 2 here. I think I'm just going to solve the problem for the 2 from now, kind of clearing giving the 8 ball a bit of clearance for the bottom left pocket here. Still don't think I like the angle. I needed to draw a little bit more, maybe a couple centimeters more. I still don't like the angle on the 5. So I'm trying to, I think you can see that I'm having a look. I'm just walking around looking to see, should I go for the breakout now? What would happen if I go for the breakout now? I don't have much of an insurance. The angle is not right, so I think I'm just gonna have to recreate the angle for the breakout here. So just rolling forward, and there you can see just a little. I don't think I played the spin that I needed. I think I played the ball a bit too thin. So I have an angle, but it's not ideal. The angle is not ideal. I could probably snip cut this 5 ball here. I think I'm just a little pressure there, guys. You can see just a little pressure. I'm going for the cut here. I think that the camera had fall down, causing a little bit of distraction, so I had to reset the camera there, guys. So maybe this is a good angle. It's a thin cut here on the 3. I'm bridging over the 4. Cannot afford to give a ball in hand of any sort here. So I'm still trying to, let's see here, just cutting that ball. I was trying to go in between the 10 ball there and the 7. I think the distraction not really justifying why I missed. I definitely shouldn't have missed that shot, but I think that little distraction between the patrons and the camera falling down kind of threw me off a little bit. But it's still not bad. I'm still in a pinpoint position here. Jenar Mckenzie has a tied up 15, and he doesn't have a breakout ball. So he's definitely going to have to make something happen here at some point. So he's decided to just kind of cut that shot in. Alright. So let's see what he has here. He has the 9 ball. He has the 9 ball all the way down there. He's a little bit jacked up on that. I believe, is that the 11 ball? I think. Yes, I think he's a little bit jacked up on there. Not sure what he's deciding to do here. He knows that that 15 ball is a problem. So he definitely wants to figure out a way. How can he get an object ball near to that 15 for the breakout? He knows he cannot attack. There's no point in just pocketing the ball. A lot of 8 ball players, especially the amateurs, a lot of the times when you see a shot, you just go for it, you pot it, and then you are out of position. Your opponent's a little bit better than you. You make a mistake, give up a ball in hand, he runs the table, you lose. Sometimes you just got to play a little bit of a chess game here. So I think that this match has really gone into a chess. This is the part of the match that that's really motivated me to really show you here this match. It's the grind that we both had to put in. It's the grind here. So he's going for the 13. Oh, would you believe that? Unbelievable. The cut on the 13 had a natural angle to break out. But can you believe that cue ball went between the 4 and the 5? Unbelievable. I think he said to me after the match that he does not know how that cue ball went between there. I think if he tried to play position like that, he would have probably nudged the 5 or the 4. This game can be such a cruel game at times. Unbelievable. So he was actually trying. He was actually going on the offense. He's now still on the offense. He's going for the bank. Ooh, almost making the bank, but what was that bank for? He got position onto the 10, but what would he have done if he had banked that ball? I don't think that any bank is available on the 15. I think he's a little frustrated. I think he's really disappointed. I think he said it to me that it was at that point that he really lost it. I think he said that he cannot believe that that cue ball went between the 4 and the 5 and didn't break out the 15. But anyways, let's get back to the rack. Fortunate things happen in pool. You've got to be mentally strong to hold the pressure sometimes. Again, another little bit of distraction from a patron. Settling down a little bit here. Just asking them to just stop passing the camera and just, slow the match to play. I'm a little bit annoyed, guys. Yeah, you can see I'm a little bit frustrated with the patron. And a couple of the patrons, there are actually players in the tournament, so just a little bit annoyed here. Alright, so thinking maybe that I'm just going to be nudging the 7 maybe. Trying to go behind the 8. Perhaps. Just kind of tying up the 11. You can see how soft. Oh, I'm actually going for the cut on the 3. Ooh. Okay, that was an interesting shot. I thought that maybe I would have needed to play the 6, but I think I was actually trying to break out the 7 because the 7 does not pass. So I think that's why I went for the 3. The 7 cannot be passed. It only has one pocket, which is the top right. So I think that's the reason why I went for the 3. But no, missed the breakout. 7 ball is still tied up. Let me see here. We're going for the 6 into the side. A little bit jacked up over the 15 here. So I've got to be careful. Not a bad shot there on the 6. 7 ball is still tied. I think it's a little bit close to this 11. So it doesn't have a... I don't have an opening into this bottom right here. So I think I'm just going to tie up the 11 ball here. A little bit here. Ooh, almost got a bit lucky there again. I think I was just trying to contain the situation. I know Jenar Mckenzie doesn't have a breakout ball. So I've got to try at all costs here to prevent him from getting a ball onto that left side rail. Because if he does, and he gets a shot at it, then the breakout, once again, is going to be more likely. So I think that's what he's looking at. He's just looking at, should I go for the offense here? Can I get an angle to perhaps say cut the 11 and draw over? I think he's looking for just rolling the 12 into the side. Right where his finger is, he's just thinking maybe that if I can leave it there, I could perhaps cut the 15 and, cut the 11. But I don't think that the angle is going to be correct for him. I don't think it naturally doesn't flow into that line. So I think maybe he's not going to go offense. Maybe just play another shot here. I think he has to be careful though. If he gives me a shot at that 5, that could be problematic. So I think that's what he looked at. He looked at maybe just nudging the 12. I'm not sure what he's looking at though, guys. Not sure what is he doing here. He's just containing the situation, obviously. Maybe pushing that 12 ball a bit closer to the side. If he gets a shot, maybe he can go to the short rail and back out to breakout. So I think he's just looking at really setting up an aggressive breakout. So I guess so. Now I'm on the 7 here. What do I do? 7 is in a tricky position. Need to get it out from there. I have my breakout ball, so I definitely have to be... I definitely cannot allow that 5 ball to move from there, because that would ultimately cost me the game. So I think I'm just banking the 7. Top spin maybe coming off the short rail. Back out maybe for an angle on the 5 for the breakout. So this is definitely an offensive shot here. But I think I missed the bank. Missed the bank badly at that. I think it was a two-way shot. Right? If he goes for this 15 ball now, then if he doesn't make it, if he makes it, it's over. If he misses it, then it's over. So I think that maybe he wants to go for the bank. But is the bank angle on? I'm not so certain. I think he's having a look. He's having a look to see if the bank goes. What can he do with the cue ball if he banks and miss? I think he's just containing the situation. Just being a little patient. You're just nudging that 15. There's not much that he could do. I think he's just trying to make the situation. I think he's just trying to make the situation here a little bit more difficult for me. I'm not so certain if that really helped him. There's not much that he can do here though. Alright, so just another containing shot here. Just making certain that Jenar Mckenzie doesn't get an opportunity for the breakout. It's rolling forward this cue ball onto the 7. Carrying it closer to that. It's not too bad. That's not bad at all. So this is a very interesting. I want you guys to let me know in the comment section, what would you do if you were in this position? How would you attack the situation? Would you have attacked? Would you have played defense? Let's talk in the comment section, guys. I'm looking forward to hearing from you all. So Jenar Mckenzie here doesn't have a natural angle. So let's see what he decides to do. I think maybe he's going on the offense, maybe. I think he's calling, is it in the side or is it straight up? I think it's straight up he's calling it. Oh, just nudging a little, just nudging that ball, not doing too much, not leaving anything tough, not leaving anything too easy. But I think he may have made an error here because I have a pot on the 7, and if I can stun this into the side rail, I should be back out to near the middle of the table for an angle on the 5 for the breakout. So I think that Jenar Mckenzie has made a little error here. Stun, ooh, just rolling that shot into the middle of the table. Nicely done there. Very well executed shot there. But is the angle there for the breakout? I could do something here. I have a little angle. So I'm going to have to draw into this 4. Draw. Oh, stroke wasn't smooth enough. Needed a lot more backspin on that and a lot more speed. So I think I'm in trouble here, guys. I really am in trouble here because now the bank is not available. There's no offensive option. I think I'm going to have to create some more problems here, guys. I can't allow him to have a clear layout. Just nudging that 4. Not bad. Leaving it tough on the 11 because that 11 has an angle. But is he going to go on the offense, maybe cutting the 11, drawing with center ball or center right? Maybe coming back into the 14 to break out. Is he going to go on the offense? Would I? I'm not so certain if I would. It kind of depends on how you really feel because this is a race to 2 and the score is 1-1. It's at a crucial point in the game. We've been battling for maybe I'd give or say here about 15 minutes. Trying to get the ultimate offensive option. So I think he's just containing here the situation, cutting the 11. Don't think he wanted to really attack because of course the spin, he would have to compensate for the throw, so many different things. Maybe he could have gone for the bank, I'm not certain. I think he's just trying to create an angle here. What is he doing here? He's just nudging out. He can't do much, I guess. He cannot do much. Maybe could he have cut the ball into the side, short rail and go for the breakout, the aggressive? I think he was definitely here just trying to contain the situation, but I think he's about to put himself in trouble. So that's a 1 rail kick here into the back of the 4, into the rail, nudge behind the 4. Great shot there. Top class shot at a crucial point during the game. I've opened up the problem and I've snookered Jenar aggressively behind the 4. He should be able to make contact with his ball, but I'm not so certain how he can get it safe. And once again, you can see definitely he has played that shot a bit too fast. Now it's the opening that both players have been waiting for. Jenar is nowhere in sight. I think he knows that that was a good safety. I have to say that was a really good shot there. Using the Ralph Eckert cut shot, forward spin, naturally just gliding over one rail and just getting set up for this 8. Tough match, tough game, tough rock. Coming from 1-0 down, I played a couple of good shots to really get myself in this position. And this is really nice. This is a nice match, I can say. It's a really, really nice match by both players. And here we go, Apexelgenio, 4-1 lead, pumping, genuine handshake here, just pumping that fist, saying yes. Respectfully, that was just a burst of energy due to the pressure that was applied to this match by Jenar Mckenzie. Excellent shot there. Nice match. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share for more content, and let me know in the comment section your thoughts on the match. Take care until next time, and just keep on practicing.